The final game on the road to the World Cup finals for Colombia and Jordan. Colombia kicking off. They did make the African Nations final in 2024, losing against Argentina. They had Algeria, Argentina, all making copious notes on how Jordan line up this evening. They do like to play front foot football, and they love a shot as well, and look at that. Spotted the goalkeeper slightly off his line, and Jordan trying to create a scare in the opening minutes of this game. The point you were making, I was looking at his stats, and I think it's an agreement between Minnesota United that he'd go there to get fit. Look at that, James puts in a brilliant ball as well. Little tiptoeing through, oh, and can't be finished off by Arias. Maybe, just maybe, he took a little bit too much time and allowed the Jordanian players to regroup and put obstacles in his way. But another creation from James Rodriguez.
The reason as to why he's on the field.
Takuri trying to give him the run around. He's the new kid on the block for Jordan. Now Diaz beats the defender. Second man comes across. Diaz just loses his footing, but he hasn't given up the chase. Stubbs maybe just got caught in the turf there. Now he's down. Let's hope that it's his pride that's hurt and not his body. And he's one man we want to be seeing at the World Cup finals.
Full speed. Yes, and Al-Arab, he's struggling to keep up with Luis Diaz, but it is good cover on the backside, and then Al-Arab, give him credit, never gives up on the play, eventually makes a challenge.
Good defenders out of the way here as Suarez tries to get in on the blind side. It's an either-or situation for the central striker role. It could be Cucho Hernandez or Luis Suarez. Two players have been in good form for their club side. Suarez just looking for an opportunity. Arias takes it in his stride beautifully. John Arias gives Colombia the lead. Persistence pays off.
And this is exactly the sort of position that you need to find James Rodriguez. It is in this sort of moments that he can give you that penetrating pass that I was just begging for. If you isolate James Rodriguez right in front of the back line and right in behind the midfield line of opposing teams, then he can do this. Find the through ball, give credit to John Arias, who gets through the challenge of Al-Arab, and if you're a defender in this sort of position, you need to get to that ball and clear the danger. He does not. John Arias stays calm as the goalkeeper comes out, finds that far post. 1-0, Colombia.
Well, there's a touch of the old James.
Colombia taking out Luis Diaz. It's not surprising that Jordan is taking out Musa Altamari.
That's a great ball. Excellent run on the blind side as well. The goalkeeper hasn't quite got there and virtually scrambled off the line. An excellent dart down that right-hand side. I haven't seen enough of that from Colombia. You quite rightly say, with James in the team, he's a ball-to-feet kind of player. May just have been offside, Arias.
Not that it was pointed out.
But as you say, when he's fit and available for selection, he gets a game. Here is Hernandez away. He's beaten the defenders, but he can't beat the backup keeper. Not involved in the game. It's on the right back position, but he's more attacking. Lerma. Now James. Lets it go to Arias. Takes it on, cuts it across the face of goal. Second. Superb team goal, finished off again by the man of the moment, John Arias. They all clicked into gear and synchronized perfectly.
When Colombia are at their best, this is what they look like. The short passing game, the movement ahead of the ball, attacking players, getting inside the 18-yard box, overlapping runs. James Rodriguez gets involved. Lerma, who had made the run, recognizes that Arias is in a much better position. Arias puts it into a dangerous spot where John Arias is able to get ahead of defenders. He's coming from deep. He's attacking it, puts it on target. The goalkeeper gets a touch on it, but not quite enough. John Arias and Colombia 2-0.
And Jordan, as their president said, are here for the experience, and they're going to have fun no matter what happens. It's an endurance test at the moment. Oh, and that really should have been the third goal for Colombia. It's the player who ends up in the net, Rios, and not the ball. It's a good run on the blind side, and if anything, the two players got in each other's way.
Richard Rios takes it away from Hamilton.
Jordan testing the Colombia defence. The neutrals inside the stadium, desperate for Almadi to whip on in there and test the goalkeeper. But now Colombia turn defence into offence, and Jordan have left themselves a little short at the back. Colombia being a little charitable, and that was an overly ambitious shot from, 35 yards out. Well, the only danger for Colombia that we can see at the moment is that they collectively take their eye off the ball here. They're allowing a little more freedom now to Jordan. And there'll be a welcome save for Alvaro Montero. He's cooked himself well, the keeper, since coming on at half-time. Al-Zadik runs into the maze, the trap that was set for him by the Colombian defenders. Almadi drops the shoulder, comes inside, looking for a sighting of goal. Finds one, great ball through, oh, but they can't trickle it in, and that was a very, very scoreable chance.
It is so well done by Mahmoud Almadi. As he cuts inside, recognizes where the space is. It's a diagonal pass. And it's one that very calm, Alvaro Montero. Even as he gave the ball away, he looked calm doing it. Good.
Hold that thought, Ali, as Colombia are looking to finish it off here with the third goal, but they are being a little kind rather than cruel in front of goal. See, I don't know his name, but I'm going for the fourth official because nobody's worked harder than that guy down there who's had to organise the changes. Well, there is a yellow card, and that means 2 yellows is a red. And Ama Jamus will get the walk of shame. So unnecessary. As we head into additional time, he went flying in. He's already sitting on a yellow card. In what is, let's face it, a friendly game. Leaves Carrasco down in a crumpled, pained heap. Offers his apology, but he's not going to change the mind of the referee.
He's late, but he had already committed to the challenge, and Carrascal got there first. And once you've gone down and committed to the challenge,
well, the referee draws to a close what has been a good test for Colombia.